A lot of B2B SaaS founders out of India typically aim to build it for US. Now, India is a massive country where more than 20-25 major languages are spoken.
皆さんこんにちは。世界のスタートアップ情報を提供するスタートアップバックパッカーです。今回の動画ではインドで AI を扱っているようなスタートアップさんにインタビューします。今回の起業家は起業初期の方なんですけど、もう海外も見据えていろいろと行動もされているので非常に面白い内容になってます。まさにチャット GPT とかも活用しているようなスタートアップなので、どういった事業内容をやっているのかっていうのと、どういう戦略で海外とかも見据えて動かれているのかみたいなところをですね、伺っていきますので、ぜひ最後までご視聴ください。So now I'm with the founder of Caliber.
Quick introduction, my name is Umesh, third time founder, recently started Caliber.ai. My background has mostly been technology. I spent a lot of time working with Yahoo, McAfee and VMware, some of the Bay Area based product companies, and learn the traits of building scalable products. Caliber primarily is in the e-learning space where the platform allows you to create, distribute, and consume content, e-learning content. So the creation is primarily focused towards educators, L&D guys, or anybody who's running large-scale learning programs. So there is a huge generative AI component baked into this, which allows you to create interactive learning components rapidly, and then distribute it to your learners. And for distribution purpose, we have a separate platform. India is a massive country where more than 20-25 major languages are spoken. So when you talk about learning, it becomes important that the content is not just in English, but in also local languages.
You're already looking into the international market, right?
Yeah. No, so I think, so we are a B2B SaaS company, and any B2B SaaS company, global expansion is the aspiration. Practically because it's a software, you can be present in any country. And typically when you start slicing and dicing the data, of course, US being one of the largest market, right? But because you are a startup, you have limited resources and capital, right? And entering any new market is time consuming, capital consuming, etc. You also need to understand that market, right? So at this stage, while we have aspirations to enter the global market, now we are taking baby steps. We are picking up some of those smaller markets where with limited resources that we have, we can at least start having a presence. So take, for example, we're trying to be present in Middle East, which is a good proxy for being a global market because Middle East market is resembles many other countries.
Is it actually difficult to scale if you're a SaaS company and only doing this domestically?
No, I would say it totally depends on the kind of problem that you're trying to solve. If that problem is relevant for your domestic market or if this problem is applicable globally. Now, it totally depends on that. In our case, the problem is a global problem. So if it's a global problem, why not aim for a global expansion?
Is this a common strategy you'd see for other founders too, to go to test it at different countries?
Oh yeah, I think so. At least in a lot of B2B SaaS founders out of India, they typically aim to build it for US because that gives you huge advantage because the paying capacity in US and versus the the cost of building a product. And so I think it's a well proven strategy, a lot of success stories out of India. And a lot of times what founders do is that use one of these markets, either UK or Middle East, as a proxy or a preparation towards entering the US market.
Very, very interesting.
Yeah,
I think one interesting tendency I see is that in India, I find there are many serial entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
And they're actually exiting at 2 or 3 years, and they're just selling it to some other company.
Yeah. I think now things are changing in India also, I'd say.
Yeah.
People are building companies to last. Profitability has become an important thing from beginning. People are looking at unit economics. People are scrutinizing the business models, all those things. As a startup community, India is also maturing a bit, right?
Yeah.
We have seen that one cycle of founders raising a lot of capital and then trying to do a mad growth without having the fundamentals of a business in place, and then either collapsing or selling this to someone else, right? But gradually, I think I see more and more founders trying to build a company which are built on fundamentals, which will last, for a long duration.
I see that there are many founders in India exiting and then just starting another company.
Yeah.
I think it's a very challenging thing. What makes you a serial entrepreneur or
Yeah, I mean, I say that, right? Once an entrepreneur, always an entrepreneur, right? An entrepreneur is also an opportunist, right? Once you have gone through this entire cycle once, that gives you a lot more confidence, or especially every journey is unique. So your past success definitely doesn't guarantee anything that you will succeed again. And once again you spot another problem which is large enough, there is an entrepreneur in you which says, yeah, let's jump in.
I see. Did you see many like AI startups emerging after like the trend coming?
Oh yeah. In India, a lot of action happening in AI.
Oh, wow.
And especially now, good thing is that now a lot of founders are also trying to solve problems using AI, which are very India-specific problems, which is good. Especially, let's say, in healthcare and education, etc.
Very, very interesting. We're close to wrapping up, but it would be really nice, like, if you have any like connections or information you'd be looking for in Japan, if you have any.
Would love to connect with founders in Japan. If anybody who's watching your channel wants to say hi or pick up a quick conversation, find me out in LinkedIn and say hi to me. Entrepreneurship is very close to my heart, of course. We are also now raising funds, so looking globally to institutional investors who can, participate in our next round very soon. Yeah, happy to.
Okay. Do you have anything to add or?
No, great. I think again, thanks a lot for dropping by.
Thank you so much. はい、今回のスタートアップとのお話で面白かったですね。一番面白かったポイントとしては、結構やっぱりインドの法人向けのソフトウェアとかって本当にアメリカ市場に出てて、結構そこでうまくいっている事例とかもたくさんあるんですけど、今回の企業はアメリカに行く前にその準備として中東に出て、ドバイとかでビジネスを立ち上げてテストするみたいなこともおっしゃったので、そういった海外進出の方法もあるんだということで結構面白かったです。かなり企業初期の段階の企業さんだったので、でもそれでも結構やっぱ海外を見て動かれているっていうのは本当にあんまり日本とかでも見られないようなケースなのかなと思います。でなぜそれができるのかっていうのを考えると、やはりまずは地理的なところ、本当に中東、インドと中東近いんで、そういった意味でも多分中東を使うんだろうなっていうイメージはありますよね。私たちからしたら中東遠いんで、あんまりイメージはつかないんですけど、インドからすれば結構そこの行き来みたいなところは多いみたいです。であと2つ目に、やはり英語が話せる。すごいやっぱコミュ力高いですよね。そういった意味でも海外でも全然うまくやっていけるのかなと思います。そういったところが日本でもできる人が増えていくと、今後それこそ海外でも市場が取れるようになってくるのかなとは思ったりはします。なかなか難しいところではあるんですけど。はい、今回は以上になります。チャンネル登録ぜひしていただければと思います。ありがとうございました。